Hello, Leos out there. Welcome to my channel. This is Lucy B, and this is Seer and Seeker. And we're going to be doing your reading for the remaining time of October, November, and December. And let's take a look to see what Spirit has to say for you. And we're going to be looking at the main areas. This is going to be a collective reading. So please take what resonates and leave what does not for you. But I wanted to let you know that as I was shuffling the cards, the sixth house came up, and that is an important area for us to be looking into with the sixth house. So before I even got a chance to start the reading, this wanted to come out. So it was very important, I feel, for Spirit telling us to pay attention to the areas in the sixth house, which has to do with self-improvement, service, and employment, anything to do with your health, your nutrition. So these are areas that you may be focusing on in the upcoming months of October, November, December, and where the main areas of your life are going to be leading towards will be likely in those areas: work, employment, and nutrition, or taking better care of yourself, or health ideas or health issues with the sixth house. Let me go ahead and put that over here. And this is you, Leo. Beautiful, strong, passionate. Don't ever forget who you are. This is who you represent. This gorgeous card right here represents you, your fieriness, your fierceness, your charisma, your dedication to wherever you are going or whatever you are doing, strong and fierce. That is the energy of this card, and that is who you are. Do not forget who you are, Leo, where you come from, where you stand, where you've been, and how far you have come to this point in your life. Do not ever forget that. Let's put this over here. And let me light up some incense real quick, and then we will get going with the message ASAP. Hey, angels, angels of those who are listening right now, I thank you for being here for this reading of Leo for the months of October, November, December. What is the main information that you would like to let them know for these particular months? What are your advice, your guidance? What are the goals that they should be looking towards? What are their main areas of focus for them for the months of October, November, and December? Thank you, angels. Thank you. So let's take a look at these right here. Angels, the main focus for the months of October, November, and December, please. We have the 12th house. Take a look at these cards right here. Thank you so much for joining me today. And if this is something that is going to resonate with you or is resonating with you as we go on, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My name is Lucy B, and this will definitely help me to be able to grow my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you taking a few moments of your time to listen to this reading. Make sure you make some comments as well. We have the true leader with the stag, and that's your heart chakra. And then we have Sirius, the student, the master, the teacher with cosmic upgrades. So let's take a look first at what we have with these particular cards right here, starting with the sixth house that is up there. And the sixth house, as I was saying, is you're going to be very focused on your employment, your work, as we all are these days, that we have to be working really, really hard and focusing on our work. But in general, that is pretty much in the months of October, November, December, you're going to be very involved with your job. That's going to be the main focus of what you need to be concentrating all your energy on. You're also going to be kicking in to looking at your health more, taking better care of your health more, going to the doctors more if it's been a while that you haven't been there. There's something about these last few months. Maybe some of you have to do this because you have some sort of flexible account going and you have to finally get to the doctor before the end of the year. But there's a lot going on with you being able to have more time to look into your health, to exercise better, to try and lose weight if this is something that you want to do, or maybe you haven't been feeling as well as you would like to be feeling. And so you're looking into alternative medications, you're looking to alternative nutrition, vitamins. These are the areas that you're going to be wanting to focus on. And if you're not even there yet, you'll notice that this will develop over the next 3 months that we have left of, well, 2.5 months that we have left of the remainder of 2025, which is just crazy how fast it flew by. You have the 12th house, and the 12th house is the Pisces house. I forgot to mention that the sixth house is Virgo. Some of you may have some Virgo in your chart. You may have some Pisces in your chart as well. Virgos, very, very hard workers, as well as Leos. We are very, very determined and hard workers as well. There is Pisces, the 12th house, which is Pisces, and you may have some Pisces in your chart as well. Pisces is very emotional and very, very, very intuitive as well. But with the 12th house, you are going to not only be working, the 12th house is all about retreating, such as like the hermit mode, taking the time to go inward, taking the time to reflect. Um, it is also connected to the energy of the hangman, which is a lot of self sacrificing. Perhaps you are working extremely hard for the benefit of others, not necessarily your own. You may have a family and you are taking on a lot more work, a lot more hours as the holidays are coming up, and you want to have that money to be able to provide for your family, for your children, and for your own self to give yourself a nice little treat as well. So a lot of working going on, a lot of also introspection and going inward. You may be looking into maybe volunteering and helping out around the holidays, around the months of December. You may be doing that as well, volunteering of your time for those who are less fortunate. That is the 12th house as well. And then we have the stag, which is the true leader, which is exactly what Leo is. It is the leader of the zodiac. Leo is the leader of the zodiac. And we have another confirmation that this message is for you with the stag and the higher heart chakra. And it says spiritual messenger, inner power and purity, earth, guide, sacred, untamed wilderness, divine connection, and sacred mysteries. And then we have Sirius with the student, master, or teacher. Some of you may be teachers, some of you may be going to school in addition to working very hard, or in general, that is your employment right now, is your occupation right now, is being a student and working very, very, very hard. This is just letting me know that at least some of you are either students or perhaps teachers. And this one is connected to water, much like the Pisces, Egypt, Atlantis, Lemuria, animals, nature, sensitivity, and creative artist, peacekeeper, cosmic purpose, healer, and music. So what I am getting here is, as far as your personality, your spirituality, there you tend to be, even though you are this fierce Leo, you also are somebody who is very, very emotional, caring, loving, and you also have a deep sense of intuition, and you are very, very spiritual. You are also very connected to your angels. Your angels are there to protect you and guide you along the way. Beautiful, beautiful. With the Sirius card, it's also a card that is letting you know that during this time you're going to be pulled towards upgrading your life, so to speak. Maybe that's why you're going to be working, working, and working so much. You're also receiving a lot of downloads in while you are sleeping, as you are very connected to spirituality, and that is when you are receiving a lot of your information. And you are going to be with the card that says teacher, student. It's a time of learning a lesson before you can get to the next stage in your life, before you are able to move on. There's something that you are being called to learn, to practice. Maybe that's why I was getting the Hermit card here with the 12th house going inward. There's something that you need to learn and to change before moving on into the next stage of your life, or the next things that you need to, that you are eager to move towards. And you can't skip this particular step. You're being called to work more inward with your spirit guides, to look inward, to try and achieve a closer connection to your higher inner self, so that additional beautiful things can come into your life. So you can't skip this step right here. You are being asked to take on the hermit mode, the mode of being a student, of learning a lesson, of learning something about yourself. Right now, before this stagnant energy that you may be feeling, because right now all you're doing pretty much is work, 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 you're not connected spiritually to your higher self. You are more so just very resource driven right now, getting the things that you need in your life right now, but you are not connecting spiritually, and you're being asked to connect more spiritually. And then a little bit deeper information about the stag, besides the fact that you are a very strong leader. Perhaps some of you within your work are in manager position, or you are your own boss. The stag is something that goes very well with Leo because it is a leader energy, and you were born to be a leader. Some of you may be hesitant to go to that way, to have that kind of responsibility on your shoulders, but surrender to it. Your heart chakra is where you are supposed to go with your life, to be a leader. You're resisting your higher purpose if you decide that, oh, I won't be able to be a leader of any sort. The universe will keep pushing you into that area until you learn to surrender to it. So you may continue to get little opportunities here and there of moving up into an area where you have more responsibilities, people that you will have to help and support, but you are being hesitant. That's where that energy of being hesitant over here also was showing that there's something about you not releasing, not wanting to move up, afraid, something about launching into something that you're supposed to be, that you have been considering launching into your own business, launching into something that you want, a project that you want to put out there, but you're afraid of taking that next step. You're being told that, remember, you are a Leo, and you are a leader. You need to embrace that part of you that is very dormant and you have not connected to that in a while. So if you are afraid of moving up, if you are afraid of taking on other responsibilities, higher responsibilities, because you are afraid that you won't be able to, you're being told that that is the area that you should be focusing on. That is where you should be moving towards. All right, so now we're going to look at the month of October, the month of November, and then the month of December. Let's start with 3 card pull angels for the month of October. What is going on in the month of October? Then we'll do November and December angels, please. Thank you so much. King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. This is October. King of Wands, nice. November, please. November. Ooh, a flipper. Page of Swords, Six of Cups, Magician. December, please. Let me move these out of the way for you guys. We have 5 of Wands. Two more cards, please, angels, for the month of December now. 5 of Wands. The Queen of Swords. And lastly, oh, we got 2 over here. The Ace of Wands, that's a nice way to end, and the 2 of Wands. Okay, so we have nice combination of really everything. We have a combination of wands, we have a combination of cups, swords, and a little bit of pentacles. So let's take a look at the month of October first. Put this over here. For the month of October, bottom of the deck over here was the 10 of Cups. Yeehaw! Very, very nice. All right. King of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the King of Wands, starting off with the month of October. There continues to be a very big emphasis on work and making money. Throughout the month of October, I'm not seeing a lot of striking it rich type of activities at all. I am seeing a nice, easy stream of money flow coming in. In other words, money coming in and money going out with the King of Pentacles. The numbers for the with the King of Pentacles, excuse me, is number 11, which is a beautiful intuitive number, and that is linked to the spirituality over here of, once again, that hermit energy going inward, trying to find what it is that you feel stagnant about, letting go of something that you are worried about, afraid, something to move into another particular job, another particular position within your job, or taking on a new type of responsibility or learning something new, you're being asked to go for it and not be afraid anymore. Stop being afraid of it. With the number 11 is that intuition card, the master number 11. Some of you may have a number 11 either born on the 11th or are in your life path. You may be a number 11. I may be connecting to somebody here with the life path number 11. Three of Cups, celebrations. So you're going to be balancing out in the rest of the month of October a combination both of working hard, making money, being able to have your enough money to pay your bills, and just enjoying your life with the King of Wands, having some ideas of how to improve on your work, maybe coming up with some ideas of what else you need to do to make more money, some ideas that you have of some type of passion of that you're passionate about, some kind of projects that you're passionate about. And with the number 5 here, which is the 23 plus 3 plus 2 is 5, it's about change. You're looking for some kind of change within your life. You're being asked to consider changing and looking into other elements. And then the number 7 here with 3 of Cups. 3 of Cups is about celebrations, being out with friends, enjoying your life. So it's a nice month of a little combination of both working hard, trying to think about what you would like to do for the remainder of the year, what projects you may have, enjoying yourself. You're trying to have a nice balance between working and also having some time for yourself and fun. But your main focus is still very much on work. And the number 7 is the spirituality card. The 4 plus 3 is the spirituality card. So you are being told with that spirituality card that keeps coming up is to connect once again the message over and over, connect with spirituality, connect with your higher self, try and find your higher self, try and find that area that is causing some obstacle in your life, try and find the area that's keeping you from moving forward. That is your main focus, or should be one of your main focuses. Also, the number 7 here is the number of water. So spirituality, connecting, you have fire here, you have water, and then you have earth. Like I was saying, it's a nice little combination of everything. If you are not somebody who is already entertaining and connecting with other people socially, you are being asked also to take some time during the month of October and onward to connect more with people. A well balanced life is what you are being encouraged to have. And that connects with the 12th house, which is about the spirituality and is about Pisces, but it is also letting you know that sometimes when you go into that hermit type of mode, you may feel isolated. You may feel like you want to go inward and take some time for yourself, which is great, but also realize that you have to, with the Three of Cups, you should also take the time to socialize. When we connect to other people socially, we can develop things from other people, learn things from other people that will help us along the way and may also lift up our spirits depending on who you hang out with. But of course, let's take a look at the month of November. And we have the Page of Swords right here in the month of November with the number 9 and air. We have the Six of Cups with the number 1 as 4 plus 6 is 10, and then goes down to number 1. And then we have the number 1 again. So we have 1 and 1. We had 11 over here. So the ones are all about leadership. As I was saying in the beginning, you are a leader. And with the stag card, You're being asked to go into, or perhaps you are considering it already, some sort of position where you can be a leader, managing, or it can be the smallest of things. It could be just being a teacher and helping somebody else that you are trying to mentor within your field, within your occupation. But the number ones keep coming up either with the 11 or the 1, and also here as the leadership, the overall leadership. And looking at the number 9 here, and the number 9 is connecting to spirituality as well, developing an inner wisdom as well. But if we look at the month of November with the Page of Swords, the Six of Cups, and the Magician, the Page of Swords, or all pages in general, are little messengers. It's in general, the Page of Swords is a young person who is very bright and witty and curious. Your mind seems to be going full speed in the month of November, and you have a feeling that you want to know what's going on around you, everything that is going on around you. You may have like a little childlike quality and eagerness during this month to learn something, and you'll be able to face your important decisions and come out on top because you're taking the time to think things clearly, think things through clearly, and to stay focused and not rush into the final outcome of anything. During this time, others may be watching you to see how you handle yourself when you're under pressure. That may have to do with moving up the ranks. There may be somebody who is considering you for some type of promotion because they do see that leadership quality in you. And you will be looked at very cautiously. How you handle yourself during this time will determine the success that you end up getting. And you yourself will know what the final outcome, depending on how you comfortably feel about being someone that who potentially is being considered for some type of promotion in a leadership role. Also be cautious of those around you who are looking at you, who may not have the best interest in heart for you, who may be a little bit on the jealous and envious side. So just keep all your ducks in a row and make sure that you do not relay and communicate your goals, your decisions, your plans with the wrong people, is what I'm getting with that particular card so far. And then with the number 46, which is really the number 10, which is really the number 1 with that leadership right next to one another. I swear I'm thinking you are either looking into some kind of promotion or leadership or improvement, or people are going to be considering you somebody who is very reliable and they can always go and talk to you about it. Now, the 6 of Cups is an energy of something in your past coming back. Maybe someone from your past who was very special to you re-enters your life, or you may have some sort of nostalgia or longing or thinking about somebody from your past. Maybe somebody in your past helped you significantly to become the person who you are right now. And maybe somebody from your past as your mentor helped you to learn everything that you know today. And you're going to be acknowledged for being such a good worker, being someone who has so many wonderful, passionate thoughts and ideas, and you're going to be very nostalgically remembering this mentor, this person who helped in your past. Just remember to move forward and not get stuck there. But that's the energy that I'm getting here. Somebody from your past may have helped you to be in the position where you are right now. Maybe they are thinking about you, or maybe you are thinking about them. This reading so far is not a reading about big romance per se. Although we can certainly, because it is collective, consider that there is somebody from your past who may be popping in romantically again, somebody that you have been thinking about very, very much so with the Page of Swords, somebody who has been kind of circling in your life a little bit here and there, and you have been thinking about maybe going back with them or not, or contemplating redating them or not, or even having a friendship with them. In this particular situation, you may have been manifesting this, thinking about this for quite some time. And there you go. When sometimes you start thinking about a particular person, kabam, they come back into your life. You manifested this either within your dreams when you are subconsciously not thinking about it, or even consciously. If we look at this as far as employment goes, which is what the majority of the spread has been going towards, we can say most definitely that there is something within your work within the month of November that you have really, really wanted and you have thought about and you have manifested it to come true, and it seems to be coming true. You're going to be given that opportunity to move up in your field or to move up into another type of position in your employment, or looking into another course of study where you have applied and they're considering whether you would be someone to get the grant to be able to have the ability to perhaps be a teacher and be a professor and teach a certain class, something about they're considering you in the position. And this is something that you have thought about and manifested for a while, and you've had the support of a mentor. So now let's take a look at the month of December. And in the month of December, we have some competition here. We have the Queen of Swords, which is a very strong personality, a very strong and determined person, very independent person, could be male or could be female. And then the final outcome is a big opportunity that comes up for you in the month of December. I think this is all the brewing stuff of getting there. And finally, in the month of December is when that position actually, you get accepted for that position. You get accepted for that position, or you start the position, or you move up in the position, but it's going to take all this time here that has been going on for finally you to reach it. And there was some competition involved in getting you to this place. So if you are somebody who has been thinking about moving up in your job, getting some sort of promotion, looking for a different job, or if I'm talking to the person who is considering going into another field, being considered for that field, being considered for going into some type of program. All of this that took place is to get you to this point, and you are definitely going to be accepted into that program. We have the Two of Wands, beautiful card here with moving forward. The decision was finally made, and you're going to go for it. And what a beautiful card to end up at the bottom here of the deck was the 10 of cups, having it all with the number 5, with big changes that are coming up in your life. Now, if we take a look at this more on a romantic level, all of this was the brewing of some type of romance brewing in the background, which is going to end up with the 10 of Wands. Happy life, happy wife. Moving on into your future. With the 5 of Wands, with the love, it's not going to be easy, like jumping into it and everything is going to be perfect and all roses and just everything going smoothly. There's going to be some ups and downs, and that may be because of that 6 of Cups person coming back into your life where there was some issues in the past before and it still has not been resolved, but you will be resolving it by taking on the Queen of Swords energy, which is somebody who thinks about things very carefully, proceeds a lot more slowly and methodically before jumping in. And then the Ace of Wands with the passion of the new opportunity to have a new life with this person. So we have a combination, depending on what is going on in your life, between employment, new promotions, a new romance that's coming back from the past to start over again, a fresh new start, and a beautiful 10 of cups with a happy life, happy wife type of energy down the road. Number 27 coming up, which is the number 9, and we had the number 9 up here somewhere. Where'd you go, number 9? There it is, number 9 right here, 54. So 2 times confirmation, number 9, which is wisdom, charitable, being wise and charitable, and wisdom and humanitarianism. So that also came up with the 12th house, where I had said that perhaps in the month of December you are going to be doing some kind of charity work. That's coming up again with the double confirmation of the 2 nines. And we have also 7 here. And we have, I think, 7 over here. So 7 coming up twice as well with spirituality and focusing on connecting, not just work, but also connecting with that higher self over here with the 12th house, that you should be looking into going inward and finding what blockages you have going on in your life. What what is keeping you from moving forward? The fear of moving forward. This could also be the fear of moving forward into the relationship that is coming back into your life as well. But overall, it's going to be 3 months of very, very productive type of working, coming to an understanding of the things around you and what you need to do to be able to move forward and accomplish them. And number one that I feel that you need to focus on is having faith in yourself. Having faith within yourself that you can do it, that you are able to achieve greater things than you are already achieving in your life. Let's finish up with some advice cards, please. Angels, last piece of advice for the Leo reading of October, November, and December. What do they need to walk away from? Thank you so much for being here. I hope you're still here. And if you enjoy this, please give me a thumbs up. Make a comment as to how this resonated with you, if indeed it did. I'll be so, so happy to be able to hear from you. We have fierce determination. From the beginning, I was saying that as the Leo, you have to continue with your fierce determination in everything within your life. Keep going. Don't forget who you are. Don't forget that you come from fire, the leader of the zodiac sign. And we have 2. You're going to have an optimistic outlook for the next 3 months. And don't forget to look into your creativity with your creative vision. So we have fierce determination. Your fierce determination allows you to pursue your goals with tenacity and perseverance. Trust in your inner strength, which was the main focus here, and let your energy propel you towards success. And then you have optimistic outlook. Your positive outlook on life attracts abundance and blessings into your life. Keep that bright outlook and trust that the universe has your back. Lastly, do not forget to have that creative nature that Leos often have. Your creative vision allows you to see the beauty in the world and bring your unique gifts to life. Embrace your creativity and allow it to guide you towards your dreams. Leo, thank you so much for being here with me. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I sure did enjoy reading this for you. And as always, love and light to you all. Bye bye for now.